Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. I am giving my review for The Rabbit Hole, Episode 2 of Batwoman on the CW. I'm going to be straight with you folks. I'm not going to lie to you. I am going to give it a fair shake, and I am going to give it an honest review. This show, with its second episode, is not looking to be the huge cringe fest its own marketing made it out to be. Sure, there are flaws. Sure, there are SJW politics and identity politics and crap like that. But it is as not as overt as its own damn trailers. Now, the second show had, in my opinion, very reduced SJW identity politics nonsense. The story was decent. Now I'm going objective now. The acting could have been a little bit better for the child Kate Kane. Kids who suffer trauma, I've seen that before. I've seen I've seen survivor's guilt in kids. And you can tell that this kid that plays the younger Kate Kane wasn't doing, it just didn't seem genuine. I'm not ragging on the kid, I'm ragging on her skill as acting. So in a case, yeah, I am ragging on the kid. But I'm doing it in a way that I'm not saying it's the kid's fault. She probably wasn't coached as well. But yes, the acting in that case was a little bit iffy. You really couldn't tell that she was feeling survivor's guilt. Sure, she was broadcasting it, but it wasn't being sold. As for some of their revelations in this episode, Kate Kane basically is going after Alice because she has a very sneaking suspicion that it is her sister. She tries telling her father, it doesn't work, and her stepmother and stepsister are there and whatnot. Her stepsister is running an illegal clinic in Gotham, and there's a little bit of a stepsister dynamic there, but it's slowly getting pushed away, which is sort of like Bruce Wayne getting pushed away by people because he's unreliable, because he's spending his nights out as Batman. But she's still maintaining her notes and letters to Bruce Wayne, and I like that. That is a decent thing for her to do because she cared about Batman and Bruce Wayne cared about her because they were family and whatnot. So yes, this is a good story for in that area. I do like the dynamic between her and Bruce Wayne. Now, there is a small little tiny cringe moment when she says, or when her ex-former flame, or former flame, says, is that you? Pointing at the picture of Batwoman flying through the sky, everybody thinking it Batman from a distance. She's like, no, if you know me and you know my dad, we hate Batman. I mean, and she's like, it's just getting this vibe from when she rescued me, and it's like, if that was me and I was to rescue you, I would probably dress up as Wonder Woman. And it's like, they're probably just throwing that in for the whole female thing. But I could let that one go. That was fine. As for Alice and a couple of reveals in the objective story, she basically is writing to her sister at the end, and they narrate it, and she's saying, if you have to be crazy or as crazy as I am to put on that suit. So basically, her sister knows that her Kate is Batwoman. But the problem with that is psychology 101, crazy people don't know they're crazy. So they think they're sane. They think they're justified in their crazy actions and whatnot. It's not unless they get clinically treated that they realize that they have a problem, you know? But yeah, I don't think Alice is the kind of to be clinically treated and still doing what she's doing. Plus, she sends her sister what is perceived to be a dead bat, which then comes alive and flies off. It's like, that doesn't really go with the crazy bit. I mean, if her sister was crazy, she would send her a dead bat, not one that was sleeping or sedated. And she sends her a letter that says, "You have our father's eyes." Basically letting her sister know, I know you're Batwoman. Also, Kate took out a couple bat gadgets, a laser cutter, and a rebreather mask to help her breathe underwater. Now, she took these out before her sister's apprehension and a bomb going off on the bridge and sending her sister into the water. How would she know that she was going to need all this stuff? I don't get it. Unless it was done in some pseudo future seeing way, you know? So yes, they kind of screwed up with the cutting a little bit, and they kind of screwed up with the story a little bit. Also, one more thing that they revealed was that the stepmother has pull with the Alice in Wonderland gang. Because it was her that sent the gang after Kate to get the knife of her sister that has her DNA on it. So, then it also shows her at a park with somebody saying, "Get rid of this knife, I don't want the secret out," and whatnot. So it's like, you could have pushed that to later episodes. This could have been something that would have kept people engaged, that they don't know you are an evil character. Because what else would you be? I mean, you are trying to cover up stuff, you know? You're shady as shit. Now, objectively, because of the things that they screwed up, I will give this a 3.5. That's a fair score. It's a 3.5 out of 5. Subjectively, because this show did not have as much SJW nonsense as the first episode did, and it was less cringe, I will give it a 4 out of 5. As for the moviegoer or showgoer in this instance, I will give it a 4.5 out of 5 because CW fans will probably like it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still on the fence about the Batwoman show because it does have the unnecessary SJW nonsense. I will not say that I like this show. Not yet. It hasn't proven itself yet. But it has taken steps to prove itself. To fans of the CW and Arrowverse, I actually like the early seasons of the Arrowverse, but it did take a decline. Now, I am giving a fair review, people. I said I'd give this show its fair shake, and I intend to keep that promise. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Sorry if you heard a big engine revving outside. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this second episode, because I honestly think it was better than the first episode, but and had less cringe. Anyway, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. I'll catch y'all on the next one.